Warm welcome. You're watching Mission 2024. I'm Preeti Choudhry. Let me quickly take you through the headlines. "14-day judicial custody for Tamil Nadu Minister Senthil Balaji. The Mantri was hospitalized and in the ICU for chest pain after his arrest. Stalin blames ED for Senthil's health. Violence in Bengal rages on. Bombs hurled in South Chobbis Parganas. Bombs in buckets found from Bankura district. Clashes between TMC and opposition takes centre stage. Karnataka Minister M.B. Patil invites Adani and Ambani to invest in the state. All of this after the minister had said the state was keen on heading the operations and maintenance of airports on its own. Amidst ad row, Maharashtra government's Hum Saath Saath Hain damage control message to the BJP. Shinde government releases new ad featuring Fadnavis and Shinde as the face of development and growth in Maharashtra. Nine dead in fresh Manipur violence, arson and firing reported in the district of Kangpokpi. This is the largest casualty in a single incident. Donald Trump pleads not guilty in classified documents case. Court releases Trump citing no potential flight risk. Panchayat polls have ripped through the peace in the state of West Bengal. West Bengal remains on edge as poll violence continues in the state. Several vehicles were torched as clashes erupted between TMC workers and ISF. Violence was also reported between BJP workers and the state police in Bengal's Bankura. The situation remains very tense in Bengal. Here's the full report.
Stones pelted. Cars smashed. Lathi charge by police. Bengal is on the edge as it heads for the next Panchayat elections. Several TMC workers were injured in clashes with the ISF in Bengal's South 24 Parganas.
Bombing had happened, crude bombs were hurled over here. This is what it's being stated by the locals over here, the ISF workers over here. It's the 5th day of nominations, and yesterday there were reports of violence in Bhangar 1 in South 24 Parganas, in Bhangar 2 rather, in South 24 Parganas, and today we are here at Bhangar 1 where there has been numerous instances and reports of violence.
The situation remains tense in South 24 Parganas as several people were also injured in the political clashes that broke out.
Bricks were pelted at it. The windscreen is completely vandalized. Even over here, if we look at it, there are the byproducts of the broken window screen, which is still inside this particular vehicle. This was being used to ferry police officials. Over here, there has been instances and reports of crude bombs being hurled on each other. That is the ISF and the Trinamool Congress. This is what both of them have alleged.
BJP workers clashed with the state police in West Bengal's Bankura. The BJP accused the state police of stopping its MLA from filing a nomination. The atmosphere remains tense in parts of Bengal. Police detained 8 people with a bucket full of bombs in Bankura. The BJP attacked the Mamata government for failing to restore peace, even drawing parallels between the Bengal poll battle and the Russia-Ukraine war.
कल भी भांगड़ में हम लोग देखा है बमबाजी हो रहा है, आज भी बमबाजी हो रहा है सुबह से। ऐसा तो लग रहा है कि हम लोग रशिया या यूक्रेन में हैं। और ये जो बुरी सिचुएशन है, इसका दाय ममता बनर्जी को लेना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि वो पुलिस मंत्री है और आपका अगर थोड़ा सा भी शर्म हो, आप रिजाइन करिए।
ये सब गुंडा तृणमूल का नहीं है, बीजेपी का दलछूट हुआ, कांग्रेस का दलछूट हुआ गुंडा, उसको काम है तृणमूल का शरीर पर काली का दाग लगाना, वो कर रहे हैं, लेकिन वो पकड़ जाएगा जल्द से जल्द। लेकिन इतना शांतिपूर्ण आसानी से पीसफुल चुनाव होगा, ये 50 साल में कभी नहीं हुआ।
The Calcutta High Court has directed the Bengal government to call in central forces for assistance. Will this move help to ease the tension in the state, which remains on edge? With Suryagni from South 24 Parganas, Bureau Report, India Today.
Ritik Mondal joining us live from Canning, West Bengal, gets us and takes us through the latest in terms of the ground situation in the state. Ritik, will you take us through district by district? What is the current state of affairs where law and order is concerned in the state of West Bengal?
Preeti, just 1 day left for filing nomination for the very crucial Panchayat election, which is scheduled to happen on the 8th of July. Ahead of the situation, Bengal is boiling, it's simmering. Today, in 2 different locations of South 24 Pargana, one in Bhangar, another is in Canning. Situation went out of hand when in Bhangar, particularly, which is it has been alleged that ISF supporters and the Panchayat aspirants, they were stopped by TMC cadres, and of course they engaged themselves in a pitched battle. The similar kind of incident also happened in Canning, but in a different way, where we did see that the 2 fractions of ruling Trinamool party, Trinamool Congress, they are hurling bombs to each other, pelting stones to police, and resulting several people were injured in this incident, including several cops. Remember, in Canning, but we know situation is still an uneasy calm prevails in the area as of now, but we know that at least 25 people related to this violence have been detained, and some of them are belongs to the ruling Trinamool Congress party. It shows that in these days ahead, just ahead of Panchayat election to happen, and as Calcutta at a time when Calcutta High Court has already ordered to deploy central forces in the sensitive areas of the districts, and situations are remain unchanged in places like South 24 Pargana, be it in Birbhum. Continuous violence are coming from this area, and we know that in most of the cases police personnel are acting as new spectators. These are being alleged by opposition parties, and currently BJP they headed to the State Election Commission, but we know that their aspirants who were denied to file their nomination, the Shubhendu Adhikari and Shukanto Mujumdar, they took them to the State Election Commission to file their fresh nominations. So, currently, these are situations what we are seeing in West Bengal or in Kolkata over this very crucial
Ritik, appreciate you joining us. We're going to come back to you for more updates on that story. I want to quickly now shift focus to the other big politically developing story, and that comes in from Tamil Nadu. A big political showdown unfolding in the state of Tamil Nadu moments after State Minister Senthil Balaji was arrested by the ED in a cash for jobs scam probe. He complained of chest pain and was moved very quickly for medical checkup. Balaji has now been remanded to 14-day judicial custody. Meanwhile, the BJP has slammed Stalin for backing what the BJP calls a corrupt.
Sobbing, clutching his chest, writhing in the car. This is Minister Senthil Balaji, moments after he was officially arrested by the Enforcement Directorate. Dramatic scenes played out in Chennai at 2 a.m. this morning as Tamil Nadu's Power and Excise Minister V. Senthil Balaji, known to be Chief Minister Stalin's close aide, was arrested in an alleged money laundering case linked to the cash for job scam. What you see on your screens is Senthil Balaji being taken to a government hospital for his medical examination. When he broke down, claiming he was in immense pain and complained of chest pain.
BJP says that Enforcement Directorate only acted as per evidence, and DMK and the Chief Minister M.K. Stalin claims that Sendil Balaji getting chest pain is all because of the pressure exerted by ED officials, and Stalin says that this is nothing but harassment and intimidation for which DMK will not budge.
Hours later, as the DMK ministers one after another visited Sendil Balaji, CM Stalin turned up at the hospital to extend support to his deputy. Stalin alleged that Sendil was pressured by the ED officers despite his cooperation, which triggered his chest pain. A showdown also peaked as the Dravida Munnetra Karagam alleged that Sendil Balaji was physically assaulted by the ED officials.
Whether he has taken a tablet, whether he has taken a food, nothing has been known. So it is absolutely a mental torture. It is wantonly has been done, harassed by the ED officials. If anything is happening to his health or whatever it may be, it is a responsible, absolute responsible is a Modi government only.
The BJP responded by sharing this video, where the Mantri can be seen kicking at officials in the car. The BJP has mounted one attack after another at the Stalin government. Tamil Nadu BJP chief Annamalai shared an old clip of MK Stalin slamming Senthil for corruption before he joined the DMK in 2018.
இந்த மாவட்டத்தில் ஒருத்தர் இருந்தார் அமைச்சர் செந்தில் பாலாஜி. அந்த செந்தில் பாலாஜி அமைச்சரவை 15 முறை ஏற்கனவே மாத்தி அமைச்சாங்க. அப்பெல்லாம் அவரை மாத்தல, சீனியர் அமைச்சர்லாம் மாத்துனாங்க. ஆனா இந்த ஜூனியர் அமைச்சரை மாத்திரம் மாத்தல. போக்குவரத்து துறையினுடைய அமைச்சராக இருந்து அந்த துறையில நடத்துனர் பணிக்கு 3 லட்சம், மெக்கானிக் பணிக்கு 6 லட்சம் என்று கொடுத்து ஏமாந்திருக்கக்கூடியவர்கள் லட்சக்கணக்கானோர்.
The BJP will consider this a massive victory in their corruption campaign against DMK. After the PTR file storm, this is the second wicket down for Annamalai.
Now the kind of drama they did, that is uncalled for from yesterday. The Chief Minister himself going into the chamber, taking senior ministers along with him, thereby trying to create an impression that the whole government is with them. That sends a very wrong message. Oh, law is not same for everybody. If I join DMK, law is different.
Support poured in for the DMK from opposition parties as Kharge, Pawar and Mamata rallied behind Stalin.
अगर कोई गलती किया है तो उसको आप सुबह आके इंक्वायरी कर सकते थे. उनके खिलाफ कार्रवाई करके ईडी ने अगर रातों रात उसको लेके जाती तो ये घटना मैं इसको कंडेम करता हूं.
We strongly condemn it, and if BJP feels, if they think that they will be able to get a few seats in Tamil Nadu in the Lok Sabha elections by using ED and CBI, I think they are living in a fool's paradise. They will not get even a single seat.
As the political showdown peaks, Minister Senthil Balaji for the moment will remain in hospital, away from the ED lens, as the Mantri's medical bulletin confirmed he had 3 blockages in his heart, advising him to get a bypass surgery done.
Even though the DMK terms the arrest of Sendil Balaji as politically motivated actions by the central agencies, the fact of the matter is the pressure is mounting on the DMK. For Sendil Balaji handles key portfolios in the government, and he is someone the party cannot do with as far as the 2024 Lok Sabha elections are concerned. With video journalist Daniel, this is Shilpa Nair in Chennai for India Today.
Let's cut across to the latest news break that is coming in, and it's a huge statement made by Nitish Kumar, Chief Minister of Bihar. Nitish Kumar has said that Lok Sabha polls could be held early. He says Lok Sabha polls could be held in 2023. On what basis is Nitish Kumar saying what he is saying? We're going to try and get an understanding on the genesis of that comment. But Nitish Kumar has been the man, not just the Bihar Chief Minister, but he and his deputy in question, Tejashwi Yadav, have been the emissaries of the Congress trying to build a political unity or a Mahagathbandhan of sorts which will oppose the Bharatiya Janata Party in 2024. In that context, This is huge news because Nitish Kumar has come out and said that Lok Sabha polls could be held in 2023. Is it that Nitish Kumar feels that the government in question, the BJP, might look at preponing the polls? Or is there more to it? What was the reason behind this statement of Nitish Kumar? We are going to try and get in a larger understanding, but this is big. It's a big statement coming in. But listen it to Nitish Kumar, coming right back.
हम तो आग्रह करेंगे कि भाई आप तो कर दीजिएगा, अच्छी बात है। हम तो शुरू से कह रहे हैं कि और जल्दी करिए, जितना जल्दी करवा दीजिएगा उतना अच्छा है। समझ गए ना? कहे कि कौन चीज है, कब चुनाव होगा कोई जानता है जी? कोई जरूरी है कि अगले ही साल चुनाव होगा? कोई ठिकाना है कि और पहले ही चुनाव हो जाए? इसलिए जरा तेजी से कम मत करिए। समझ गए ना? हम आप लोगों को बता रहे हैं कि ये सब चीज में जरा तेजी से काम कर दीजिए, हमको बड़ा अच्छा लगेगा।
All right, so that's the big news break that is coming in right now. Nitish Kumar speaking at an event in Patna, in Bihar, where he made a statement which politically is big because he says that Lok Sabha polls can take place before 2024. Ideally, Lok Sabha polls should happen between May and June in 2024. He says it could be held earlier. He suspects the government can pre-poll the Lok Sabha polls. He says the opposition is ready if that happens. This is just kite flying at this juncture, seeming so, but political statement there, not so much with any genesis behind it. What is it that Nitish Kumar wants to say? Let's once again listen into him.
हम तो आग्रह करेंगे कि भाई आप तो कर दीजिएगा, अच्छी बात है। हम तो शुरू से कह रहे हैं कि और जल्दी करिए, जितना जल्दी करवा दीजिएगा उतना अच्छा है। समझ गए ना? कहे कि कौन चीज है, कब चुनाव होगा कोई जानता है जी? कोई जरूरी है कि अगले ही साल चुनाव होगा? कोई ठिकाना है कि और पहले ही चुनाव हो जाए? इसलिए जरा तेजी से कम मत करिए। समझ गए ना? हम आप लोगों को बता रहे हैं कि ये सब चीज में जरा तेजी से काम कर दीजिए, हमको बड़ा।
All right. Well, as of now, it's political kite flying. It's statements that are made to rip up politics around it, and that's what's really happening because there's no genesis to it. It's a statement that Nitish Kumar made at the inauguration of a school in Patna, where he was questioned about Lok Sabha elections next year. And he says it could happen very well earlier than what the scheduled time for Lok Sabha elections is. Cutting across to Aditya Vaibhav from Patna, who's joining us. Aditya, in what context did Nitish Kumar say what he did?
Well, exactly. As far as Nitish Kumar is concerned, he has technically predicted that the elections will be preponed and the elections might be preponed.
Just coming in, I apologize. I am just, I'm butting in, but let's get in reactions coming in thick and fast. Joining me right now is Mr. Ajay Alok. Ajay Alok ji, what do you make of this statement that very well that that elections, Lok Sabha elections could happen much earlier than the scheduled time in 2024? Sir.
Well, it seems that Mr. Nitish Kumar, he's in a habit of, in recent days we have seen that he's in a habit of forgetting things. So he must have consulted some astrologer that has made some statement in his ears that yes, election could happen. Something like that must have happened with Nitish Kumar.
No, he's saying it's your new party, sir, Mr. Alok, that has decided that in all probability they will try and prepone elections from the scheduled time. That's what he's seeming to suggest.
I mean, the whole world still guessing what Narendra Modi will do next. Everybody is always under the fear that what he's going to do next. And Nitish Kumar is such a big astrologer that he has already gauged that what Mr. Narendra Modi is going to do. That's great. I'm amazed at Mr. Nitish Kumar's wisdom. It is nothing but insecurity and in a way to pressurize this all political opposition that please listen to me and listen to me quickly. Don't ignore me. Come and sit with me and do whatever I want to say. It's utter frustration, nothing else.
All right, okay. Ajay Alok, appreciate you joining us. Ajay Alok, a newly minted BJP leader. Thank you there for joining us. But yes, you know, right now in terms of context, this is only political kite flying. These are political statements. Do they really have any genesis or meat behind them? Absolutely not. But in that context, Nitish Kumar making a statement saying that the current government, the BJP, could be looking at preponing elections where Lok Sabha is concerned. All right, I want to cut across back to my colleague Aditya for a quick comment. Aditya, in what context was that statement made?
Well, exactly. As far as the context is concerned, Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar has been facing tough questions as far as Bihar media or national media is concerned. And he is being asked different questions related to the construction of a proposed AIIMS as well. So this is something that has come very close on the heels of the statement given by Deputy Chief Minister and also State Health Minister Tejasvi Yadav, who today, while addressing another crowd, technically predicted that he could be technically named in the supplementary charge sheet and that action could be taken against him before 23rd when the opposition meet is scheduled. So this is something that you can categorically see that from Mahagathbandhan leaders, there are different voices coming in and there are different opinions as well. So they are actually trying to connect to people and they are also making some propositions. But then what actually is behind the entire proposition or what fact actually backs it all is something to come out next.
All right, Aditya, appreciate you joining us. We're going to come back to you. But once again, you know, these are statements which are made to stir the political pot. And that is the context in which Nitish Kumar said what he did. No genesis behind it, but political kite flying at its best. With that, cutting across to the big developing story that we have our eyes on, viewers, and it comes in from Uttarakhand. After an alleged abduction of a Hindu woman by two Muslim suspects, an alleged abduction, Hindu right-wing groups have now claimed a love jihad angle. They've taken out rallies and are now looking to hold a massive Mahapanchayat in the state of Uttarakhand in one district to basically castigate Muslims. What has happened at the back of that? Here's more.
Muslim traders are fleeing Purola, a town in Uttarkashi, after hardline Hindu outfits set a deadline for their exit. Hindu right-wing groups took out rallies after an alleged abduction of a Hindu woman by two suspects, including one from the Muslim community. Shops of Muslim traders were vandalized by crowds raising slogans of Jai Shri Ram. The Hindu groups are alleging love jihad and land jihad in Purola.
बाहर से जो लोग आ रहे हो यहाँ पे स्थानीय लोगों के लव जिहाद लैंड जिहाद की जो घटनाओं के लिए उनका एक सोची सारी जो उनके योजना के हिसाब से जो काम कर रहे हैं, इसी का ये कारण है जो आज बड़कोट में स्थानीय पुराने लोगों को भी आज वहां से बड़कोट छोड़ना जा रहे हैं.
Local Hindu groups have called a Mahapanchayat on June 15 to protest alleged love jihad. The Uttarkashi district administration held a meeting with villagers but failed to convince them to call off the Mahapanchayat. The authorities have not given permission for the gathering.
जो काम प्रशासन और पुलिस को करना चाहिए, आज वो काम जो है बजरंग दल कर रहे हैं. भाई एक वातावरण बनाया जा रहा है क्योंकि 2024 हमारे सामने है. 24 हम कैसे जीतें, उसके लिए भाजपा और आरएसएस का जो एजेंडा है, उस एजेंडे के अनुरूप चल रहे हैं.
Some Muslim bodies in reaction have called a Mahapanchayat on June 18 in Dehradun. Chief Minister Dhami assured proper law and order.
कोई भी अगर संदिग्ध पाया जाता है, संदेह जिसके ऊपर होता है, तो उसकी पूरी जांच होगी और जांच में कहीं भी पाए जाने पर सख्त कार्रवाई भी होगी. इसी प्रकार से जो लव जिहाद के जो मामले आए हैं, उस पर भी हमने सख्ती से जो है उसकी जांच, सख्ती से उस पर कार्रवाई इसके लिए पहले ही कहा है.
The police are holding peace meetings with both communities in Purola. Additional forces are deployed for protection of Muslims. Bureau Report, India Today.
All right, I want to cut across immediately to Uttarakhand DGP Ashok Kumar joining us live. Appreciate you taking the time and joining us, sir. My first question, the tension in the state has its roots in an incident in Purola in Uttarkashi. A woman, as reported, allegedly abducted by two people. People there are alleging a love jihad angle. Is there any substance at all to that charge? What is the case, sir?
There is tension in the area, Purola area. And there was a girl who was being abducted by two boys, and the issue started with that, and emotions ran high. The police registered a case and arrested the culprits. And after that, there have been tense moments, and called this Panchayat on 15th of June, which we have not permitted. We have not permitted, and we have imposed 144 CRPC for tomorrow.
Sir, as you mentioned, a Panchayat by Hindu groups is called tomorrow. You've just said that. Now, all of this is happening in defiance of prohibitory orders, if I'm not wrong. What measures are you and the police taking to ensure complete peace prevails, sir?
See, we will ensure that nobody breaks the law, and anybody who attempts to break the law will be dealt with strictly, and we will ensure that peace is maintained. We will also ensure that all law-abiding citizens are given full protection by police.
That's heartening to hear, sir. Also, what has happened at the back of that Panchayat is a counter Panchayat, which is being called by Muslim groups in Dehradun on June 18. Are you in talks with them also as to not allow that Panchayat of Muslims to take place?
Yes, Dehradun police and administration is regularly talking to these people and trying to persuade them that this Panchayat is avoidable. If they agree, well and good. If they don't agree, again we will not permit the Panchayat to happen, and we will ensure peace in the Dehradun area also.
Sir, in both these cases, you must agree that peaceful intervention needs to be made by committee members, by religious groups as well. Authorities should be talking to both communities. What was the outcome of these talks, if there were any? Were they receptive to the calls for peace or not?
The peace committee meetings have been held in Uttarkashi, Purola, as well as in Dehradun, and some of the points are agreeable, some partial success we can say, but still, as in Purola, we have not given permission for Panchayat, and we will ensure that law and order is maintained and nobody is able to break the peace. Similarly, in Dehradun also, we are trying our effort, we are making efforts through peace committees, and finally, if anyone dares to break law and order, to affect law and order or to break peace of the area, then we will take strict action against such elements.
So, two suspects were arrested in the abduction cases in Purola. Were they both from either communities, which is Hindu and Muslim?
Yes, two people are from both communities, yes.
Many Muslim traders as well have now fled Purola after some Hindu outfits allegedly set a deadline to them to leave the place. Is there any investigation happening on that front?
See, there has been a case registered and we are investigating into it, and as I told you, all law-abiding citizens will be given full protection by police. This is our assurance.
सर, जो लव जिहाद की बात कर रहे हैं पुरोला के लोग, उसके लिए आपकी क्या टिप्पणी है?
नहीं, हमारे लिए अभियुक्त है. कोई भी आदमी जो कानून तोड़ता है, उसको कानून तोड़ने की इजाजत नहीं दी जा सकती.
बहुत शुक्रिया सर कि आप हमसे जुड़े. Thank you so much that you joined us, sir. Appreciate it. We're going to keep a keen eye on all developments as they take place in Purola, Uttarkashi. For now, sir, thank you for joining us. Thank you for taking the time out. Meanwhile, slipping into the latest news break that's just coming in. All right, the latest news filtering in. The Law Commission of India solicits views and ideas of the public and recognized religious organizations about the Uniform Civil Code. Calls for public comments on the issue within 30 days. The Law Commission initiates a fresh consultation process on Uniform Civil Code, seeks views from the public, religious organizations. What does it really mean? We're going to cut across to my colleague Anisha Mathur, who's joining us from the newsroom, who's going to take us through this news break. Anisha, if you can hear me, break it down for us. What does this indicate? I want to once again take our viewers through as my colleague Anisha is joining us. What has really happened, viewers, the Law Commission of India has now asked for views and ideas of the public and recognized religious organizations coming in from different faiths on what they make of a Uniform Civil Code. Anisha joins us. Anisha, take us through this news break.
Well, yes, Preeti. Now, we've seen consultations on the from the Law Commission on the Uniform Civil Code also back in 2018, which is when the 21st Law Commission had given a report saying that there are a lot of issues that need to be considered when it comes to the various factors that have to be considered before a UCC can be given. In 2018, of course, the then Law Commission in a white paper had suggested that instead of a UCC, we need an overhaul of the personal laws. Now, with this 22nd Law Commission being set up by the Government of India, they have now called for public consultation. A notification has been issued on the 14th of June by the Law Commission, and I'm reading it out here for our viewers, that they have decided again to solicit views and ideas of the public at large and recognize religious organizations about the Uniform Civil Code, and those who are ready and willing to be part of this consultation process can present their views within 30 days to the Law Commission. Of course, there is an email address as well as an online format that is available for any person who wants to come in and give their suggestion. But it is a big thing for the country, as with a lot of problems that we are seeing with regard to questions about religion. We've seen a lot of questions about property, about marriage, divorce, etc. coming also before the Supreme Court. So very clearly, with the consultation on the Uniform Civil Code should throw up some sort of a path that the country could then follow. Because remember, the question of particularly of marriage, divorce, maintenance, inheritance, etc. is something that is a very important matter. Back to you.
Well, Anisha, thank you for breaking it down for us. Very, very interesting, because viewers, everybody understand the context in terms of the political sub-context to all of this. The government has constantly made noises that a Uniform Civil Code is the need of the hour. Is it possible? Well, at least for now, the Law Commission has asked people and various religious groups from different faiths to come up and suggest on what they make of a Uniform Civil Code. Can we look at a progressive Uniform Civil Code? Trust us, we'll keep you informed.